Yeah, I have a question, dude. Yo, do you feel like there's almost a invisible hand that is preventing new MCs from taking that top spot? Not, you know what I'm saying? When I say top spot, I mean to get those resources that behind them that puts them in that top spot. You know what I'm saying? Like that airplay, that MTV spot. You know, do you feel like there's something that stopped? Like you, for example, you've done all of you've paid your dues, you're on this, you tearing up the underground, you, Ortiz, or Saigon. It's like they all are at a certain threshold. Right. And there's something, I don't want to say what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, over the blood clots. We don't know. We don't know what that. What do you think it is? Well, me personally, I think the corporate industry, the people who are there in that position now, they're not going to let anybody reach that spot. So what's got to happen, but they're falling. You see that they're falling. Right. The corporate industry is not the same. What's going to happen is that someone on the outside is going to, but nobody on the outside has yet organized enough to kill it. Right. And somebody has to kill it. See, all of the MCs, you're nice, you all got the skills, but none of you want to kill it. None of you want to say, you know what? Fuck them niggas. Serious, straight up. You said invisible hand. We don't even know who to come at. I mean, people know who to come at, but they just, it's like they're kind of like, I was listening to Mano on 105. It's a catch-22 because Mano, he was on 105. He was like, yo, I love Nas, I love Jay, but
speaking of hands, I just got the
Darnell.
The
FCC
hand?
Yeah. The Darnell hand.
Peter. But nah, go ahead with what you were saying with Mano though.
But Mano, he was on 105.1 and he was like, I love Nas, I love Jay, I love whoever, but we need a new era. Right. You understand? He's trying to be kind of diplomatic. Exactly.
But it's tough. When you're in that position, when you're in that position, he kind of broke through a certain level. Yeah, like he hit radio and got a record, and even if the record don't represent everything he's represented before, it broke through. So now it's like he all alone by himself because all of us are sitting here like, okay, we don't got the record yet. Exactly. But he get on radio, he got to watch his mouth, like seriously, and it's crazy.
Can he let? But it's like they let him. It's like almost to create the illusion of progress. They let him get that record.
Get through.
But can they let him get it and then Sha Stimuli get it and then Saigon get it? Nah. Then that'll show it's a new era and the other people they done.
They can't. I don't think it's gonna happen. See, they're not gonna let everybody through.
So guess what? You guys, yo, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just a lowly. I'm a fake Bobby Brown and BoomBox. I just know one thing. I'm Jerobi from Quest. I'm just here.
But then they'll say something like, we're not coming with the right records.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes that dynamic artist. Like Biggie was ill lyrics, but Biggie had records, and like they didn't want 50 to. They didn't want 50 to make 150 million a year, but they couldn't stop the bum rush. They couldn't stop it because he was the king of the chorus. He had his two mans behind him, and it was what it was. Either lay down or you know what I mean, get laid down. And there's no artists doing that right now.
We all have to understand that even with the most right record in the world, without money behind it, it goes nowhere.
That's what's kind of,
and that may be that invisible hand that's going along with it because I do think there might be a slight conspiracy when you listen to the radio and what's out there. Like I think if you talking about on the industry level, I think there's a level even above that. That's like listening to the content and it's keeping it stupid. Like for real. Like I was on Street Soldiers a couple weeks ago talking to Lisa Evers and we talked about lyrics affecting the kids and I was like, look at y'all playlist, like the things that y'all got in rotation.
It's atrocious.
Like it's crazy, and I don't want to sit here and sound like no hater, even if I wasn't an MC that wants to get in that rotation. But if I'm a kid just listening to the radio, like it's a lot. The hip hop records, they're dumb as hell. Yeah, they're real dumb, and like I don't know the next step.
Speaking of Street Soldiers, made me think of I used to work with KRS and he was on there, and one point he was talking about the lyrics affecting, some kind of murder had happened and the dude was listening to this type of song, and they were like questioning him on what does he feel about it, and he just came out and said, well, I think Hot 97 is directly responsible. Y'all playlist and this and that, and you know, Funkmaster Flex want 40 G's for me to play this song. Ask Nas, and I was like, ooh. I was like,
true.
wow.
I mean,
just blew it up.
They try to put it on the rappers, and I was like, the rappers get signed to labels. The labels got to put it out. The radio has to play it. Like, if y'all say we're not going to play this, then we know we have to change something. You know, my thing is just give people variety. When we was growing up in 90s music, like, you had Brand Nubian, you had NWA, you had a whole bunch of different things. Now it's just one thing. Now they let one region or one area just take over, and now it's like...
Yeah, like they hot right now, so everybody, you going to get flooded with this and that shit.
Yeah, and I listen to DJs talk, and they be like, well, y'all hip-hop, y'all New York rappers want to come and give us y'all CD in the party, and y'all songs going to mess up the club, or y'all making records that ain't fun because y'all mad and y'all trying to rap. And I'm like, you gotta give people, you know, different things, man. You gotta give people variety. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and be mad about it, but you know, I'm coming with records that are fun, and I'm coming with records where I'm saying something, and the main thing is that I'm being myself. You know, and I'm selling me.
These artists are afraid to do that.
Yeah. It goes back to the education thing too, because a lot of these kids are latching on to the wrong thing. Like, we came up and I heard Onyx do your guns, but I didn't want to get a Mac 10 and just go in the junction and start killing people.
Because you heard a Tribe song after that.
Exactly.
So you could pick.
And my life wasn't like, I think hip hop now is so big that it dictates everything. Like, it wasn't dictating to me everything. It was a part of my life. It was a big part, but it wasn't everything. Whereas now,
running everything.
You selling your cereal with a rapper, and your car and your shampoo. Everything got a 16 on it. So I think once we start educating these kids, man, we can say anything to them and they'll know what it is. It's a guy in a booth saying it. It's not your moms or your pops or something you should live by. And so it's more to the kids in the education system.
The kids will think whatever's hot, whatever you tell them is hot. If they was playing better stuff on the radio, the kids would be fans of better music. But if you play garbage, they're going to like garbage. They feeding them like junk food all day, every day, and they're not getting no nutritious, you know what I mean?
But if he too dumb to understand what he hearing, like he can hear something hot, but if he don't have no vocabulary, what Talib is saying or what Mo's saying, or even times when Jay is talking, if it's over their head, they're gonna go forget it, where it's kill, murder. I can understand that. That's my articulation right now.
Yeah, and Jay helped out a lot when he was popping. He gave a good dose of variety and versatility. You know, he was always saying something, and he had some great commercial records that the hip hop fan could love. I think he was a big part of keeping the game alive, and I just don't think he's ready to pass that torch on. So he may be part of that invisible hand that you talked about. I know he hurt my situation personally.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's be real here. You're not the only ones, complaining about Jay.
Yeah, but it's not a complaint. This is just like I'm stating the
factual
facts.
material.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the man could have signed me and could have pushed Joe Budden further. You know, the people that were in house on Rockefeller, on Def Jam, like, he was the president. LL sat there and was like, yo, the guy's a great rapper, but as a president, he sucked. And it's the truth. If you given that power, that you were in a position where you were fighting to get spins, like fighting to get looked at, and then you're on the label, now you're president. He had the power to change the game.
He was in your situation. He was Sha Stimuli.
Yeah, he was in there trying to get on. Like, when I had my meetings with them, I was like, I looked at Jay and Tata. I was like, yo, y'all know what I'm going through. Y'all know. Y'all been there. Like, don't sit here and tell me you don't hear the right record. Like, that's ridiculous, man. You know,
they hear the hot record from you and try to take it from you. And
all right, we won't be here next week now.
Play that for me. Play that for me.
You insulted him a little bit.
Yo, let me tell you something. Yo,
what's a bumperclot? What were you saying?
Yo, listen, this
you a little offensive.
That ain't can't touch me over here, man. I'm bad man. You can't come over. Y'all talking like that. I was on Hot 97 the year 2000, telling them that Eminem and Dre and them gotta clean up what they talking about. So I'm the original blackballed black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Blood clot.
Peter, what's a bumper clot? What were you saying?
All I'm saying right now, I feel like the tide is turned, and that everybody. It's a new era. I think that part of it is like how people think about it for themselves. Like, what do you look at as success?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's part. I think everybody fights that in their head. Is it when you get the accolades from the Grammys, or is it when cats in the hood are feeling you? Everybody wants a balance of both.
It's true.
Yeah. And it's like, how can you create that balance for yourself? You know what I'm saying? And that's part of what being an MC is about.